Okay, so I took a little time out and we recovered our population pretty well. Um, I did some messing around, we've done some research, and we've got some new things. Uh, I moved this around and I moved this around here. Oh, I'm sorry. I always think to myself, don't clear your throat, don't cough while you're doing a recording, it'll be tremendously annoying for everyone. And that's exactly when your throat's like, actually, now you mention it. So, we've discovered a couple of things. And yeah, there's no quicker way of doing this than scrolling all the way down. Click, 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 click. X-ray machine, auto surgeon, which is basically the infirmary chair we have already, but it doesn't require someone to be like the doctor, so it's entirely self-service. A salad bar, a stock market exchange, which starts a fun little mission. A brainiac machine, a brain washing machine rather. An automat, which is just to serve yourself, sort of like, I don't know what they have them in America, I think. A dread mill, which is a trap, flamethrower trap, bee trap, a cryogenic chamber, which is like a kind of more expensive, quicker version of a bunk bed, and a knockout cask, which we're not really going to use. But so of these, I've built, for example, the salad bar, and I'm going to build the automat. I reckon that's not going to count as like a block space there, we'll find out. So another thing I did was, I'm going to have to clear my throat again, I'm really sorry. Hopefully that should be the last of it. I met a freak, and through a lot of finagling, basically involving sealing this place off with loot here to make it inaccessible, and trapping a guy in there with him, he eventually wandered into this little appanage. Appanage isn't the right word, appendage. Extension, whatever. Appanage is like a legal thing. In there, I've put some, and I'm not wired up to anything yet, but I've put some motion detectors. He's constantly triggering them because he's a moron. Which means that if I want traps to be running semi-consistently, I can do that. Now, of the traps that I've developed, I've built one of everything, just on the off chance it prompts the scientists to develop anything. Actually, while I'm talking, what we're going to do, we've been doing some stealing out in the world, but we're going to get on, we're going to send these guys home, because we want to let the heat go down so we can send this guy in. The rest of it we'll leave it there, because why not? Who is breaking through all these doors? They are doing my head in. Oh, do you know what, anything? I bet they're over here. Yeah, I started building this. Yep, sure enough. Exceptional anvil thief. Yeah, so they're going to keep bugging me. I'm going to get loads of, like, door broken into noises now, which is going to be annoying. Anyway, so he triggers them constantly, so I can... like, if I ever need a trap to go off, and it's not being reliably set off by people, I can just have them go off constantly. They basically become death zones. Now, I've built these out here. These are beehive traps. It's the first time I've ever managed to actually get them in the game, because I often, at this point in the game, I never get around to researching them. What the, I can't remember what... The annoying thing is, it doesn't tell you what prompted these researches. So if I had a loot here, for example, and it says I have, I have to pick one thing to research it with, and it tells me there are 4 results, so I know there are 4 potential whatevers, and I do it with the biotanks, and I invent that locker. The next time I come back, when they next think to check that item again, and they tell me, oh, there's still 3 remaining things you can do with this, I might have forgotten that I used the biotanks. And then if I clicked on the locker, it wouldn't tell me. It doesn't tell me any of that. I wish they made that a bit more clear. As it is, it basically just comes down to you get bored and spend lots of money just getting it to tell you the answer, which is fair enough. I mean, it keeps the economy going. So yeah, the beehive traps. They are, I think, probably the most ridiculously overpowered item in the history of the game. When they're triggered, they cause some bees to come out, and the bees will sting anyone nearby and cause them to lose the stats, and this one they drain smarts. But here's the thing, like if you get the knockout cast chamber, right, you have to be under the hood and it drops, and then it will target you, and then the hood comes back up, and that's the trap over. Or, for example, the spring confusing pop-up trap. It will, I had to disable that because people are getting caught in the trying to fix it. Oh yeah, this guy's still here, by the way. He's just there forever now. Can't get rid of him. I've tried everything. I even tried cheats one time. I loaded it up with some cheats. Couldn't get rid of him. Anyway, this thing triggers. Anyone who sees it trigger will be attracted towards it. Don't know why that was on. Why are these all on? Yeah. And then that's it, right? That's it over. Just like maybe this guy will show. Nope. The bees, when they're activated, they don't. It's not like, oh, this person triggered the trap. So no, what would happen is if these get triggered, they will come alive. They will search the area, as in like that little question mark. The bees make the shape of a question mark in the air. It's quite cute. And then they will suddenly spot someone, and they will target one of any of these guys, right? Drain them of their smarts, and then attack the next person, and then the next person. And then if any of my minions happen to walk into the area, they'll follow them too. And they won't stop until everyone within an undefined radius has had their smarts trained, which basically means they're unstoppable. And also people don't tend to attack them. They don't seem to like provoke these guys in any way. So it's like, good God. I am really getting sick of that. Do you know what? Do my head in. I don't care if it's like, yeah, it was wasting time, but the ding every 5 seconds was really getting on my nerves. So yeah, see, the guy got trapped. Oh, I should be so lucky. They never. So also, you can't build beehive traps inside. So it's not like, oh, it's a direct upgrade. It's supposed to get rid of these. They're outdated now. Nope, these guys only exist outside. I don't know. Also, I built more walkways because I realised actually at the end of the day, although I like this idea of having... Oh god, my voice went. Although I like this idea of having, you know, it being unable to... having to work your way very slowly to the base. Firstly, no one's ever getting that far into the base. If they did, I've already messed up. So really, I shouldn't be having to do anything like that anyway. But, more than that, these guys are constantly having to run to and fro. And they sometimes have to go down and then they come up and then they run to another one. I don't know what defines it, but at the moment they're wasting a lot of time having to run all the way around the base to get to the next thing because they're not connected via the hangar. Which is a shame. So I changed that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to send everyone home. We've got a little bit of money now. But okay, with the exception of Africa, well, Smash, because there's nothing to steal from Smash, and indeed there's nothing to steal from Hammer. But I want to steal stuff from here. I want to steal stuff from here. I want to steal stuff from these guys. So I want the heat to be low, so I'm not like doubling my heat, and then we have the whole thing I've had every other episode where it's like, oh no. Soldiers. Oh, by the way, I think when I get to 280, that's when Dirk Masters, the Super Agent of America, turns up. I think it's 280. We'll find out. Caught them. Doesn't that do that much damage, but what can it do? Come on, check it out. Ah, I should be so lucky. So yeah, that's all my thinking right now. We're going to get on with this, we're going to get it done, and then we're going to steal all these remaining loot. We've got the crown jewels. I plotted and found all these, by the way. Crown jewels, a decoder machine. It's risk 7. I mean, I think that's the highest risk I've ever seen in any mission ever. There's also 2 more in this area, but we'll find them later. Another vase, that's the final vase, or vase. Another painting. We never did steal the original painting from Cuba, so we'll do both of them at once. The classic girl statue, the diamond, and the jetpack, and I think that's it. I'm 90% sure. There's more things to be stolen, but they are like story mission things. What the? When the hell was she on the? Oh god. Where is everyone? Okay. It doesn't tell me when they arrive on the island anymore. I wonder where she'd gone. Well, that's, you know, horrifying. Heat's going down. We should seal that shortly. Yeah. I remember these missions being way harder as a kid. And it wasn't... You got caught on the treadmill. It just makes them run really fast and it affects their heat. Well, obviously it affects their heat because they get, like, attacked by something. Come on. Trigger it again. Be really funny. They're standing in exactly the right place. I can't believe I lined it up like that. What the... Who... What? Why did you... Who was that and why did they shoot him? Weird. Anyway, she's going the wrong way around the island. Why has she gotten heat? Just making sure my henchmen are alright. What the hell has she done to get heat? Bizarre. Oh. Yeah. Hmm. I'm not actually putting it there, I'm just, if someone can get working on building it before I have the space for it, then, you know. No bizarre waste of time she is. Do you know what, I bet she's been on the island before and I haven't even noticed, because they don't seem to make the music anymore. Maybe they are making the music and I'm just not hearing it. Like, not as in like I haven't noticed it, but like it's physically not coming through my headphones, so maybe you guys on the game have picked it up. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But could be. Okay, you know what, we're actually going to disable that again, because fun as it is actually an enormous waste of time. Oh, for Christ's sake. Why not? Maybe she killed a martial artist? Could have been it. She probably attacked a martial artist. Because we don't leave body bags lying around, that is to say we being the minions of my organisation, so I can't tell if they've died and I didn't notice. I bet you anything, because I can't think why else these guys would be being trained up, except for random death and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot that these guys obviously know this. It just seems, you know, they seem to have given up guns, but then they still know how to use them. Excuse me. Actually, yeah, no, we do want to steal something from Russia. When we're talking about, we want to steal that. I mean, now would have been an opportune time, but the heat's too high. I don't want to piss off the world too much. Not at least until once we complete this final diplomatic mission. Sometimes it doesn't work, and the whole thing's just, you're just doing a mission just to advance the plot. But sometimes it works, and it's amazing. Which is the forces of justice from each of the 5 organizations become hostile to one another. There's some kind of you basically start World War III and they fight each other on your island if they encounter each other. It's amazing. Actually, at this stage, we're getting near the end of the game. It's still going to take a little while. There's still I think there's 10 missions and we are on mission 7. So we're nearly there. But those missions will take a little while because a lot of it is, again, just waiting around. If you had the resources to do things immediately, you could get on with the game and probably complete it in an afternoon if you didn't have to wait for replenishment and money and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's not like we'll be done, in a time frame soon, but we're getting near the end of the game thematically. But our notoriety is still only about midpoint. We've still got more henchmen we can unlock and things like that. We've still yet to unlock the super agents of America and Europe, and you don't really want to do that. And to be honest, past 250, beyond more henchmen, and I think maybe more missions, but I really doubt it, there's very little cause to actually, I don't know, get on with and do any of this stuff, because you're just making it harder on yourself. Might as well. I should have sent some quantum physicists to make it shorter. That's what I should have done, but I forgot. Oh, Jesus Christ, how did they get in? Wait. Ah, see, now that's the downside of having built this whole new... Everything's immediately accessible. Shit, they're gonna blow this up. It's funny to think, he's saying, warning, someone's been spotted, and he's going okay, I'll relay that. These guys are deadly. I swear they made it just so that these ninja, even though they're saboteurs, they do more damage than most saboteurs. Nice. Ah, I was hoping my guy would live. Oh well, that's them dealt with, but yeah, okay, now we've got to be more wary. Now we have to pay more attention to the fact that people can now quite easily walk to the back end of the base. But it's necessary, unfortunately. Really, what you ought to do if you're going to have this whole... I built this whole thing planning for this to be inaccessible. I hadn't considered the gameplay consequences of that. Really, all this stuff should be back here. I mean, it gives you enough space. We're actually going to get on with and build this, because when it gets to the chaotic later stages of the game, I like the idea that I can just get entire platoons of troops trapped up in that. Wait, where the hell's that stupid... Oh, wait. I just sent my henchman out into the world. Bet you anything she bumped into Frost and Nova. Oh, Frost and Nova's there. She must have already gotten on the boat. She has to have, because otherwise it would show me her body lying around. Yep, there she is. Phew. God, my mind slipped for a moment there. I just sent her out to wander around the outside. Well, nothing I can do about that, but gonna lose a lot of people. It's a very quick mission. Here's a question. Why is the Midwest of all places? I mean, I know Texas and stuff is in there, and I suppose it's most of Canada also. But why is the Midwest, like, so wealthy compared to California of all places? California and Alaska, which is all the oil down there, and the whole of Mexico is worth 4. It's just a bit silly.
Howdy, this is KCR Radio, bringing you another slice of life from the good old Midwest. Apologies in advance to those of you waiting for the corn price index, as the farmers' news is being pushed down the schedules by the shocking events of today. Despite their best efforts, Patriot forces were unable to prevent the atrocity that has left the region reeling.
Hello friends, this is Abdul in Bangalore. I didn't want to be here today, but once elephant gets going, it is rather hard to stop. Bad elephant.
What's going on?
Local news here
They're now shooting each other. It worked.
Regional elections that were won by ranked outsiders, who only entered the race a week ago. If all players ruled out, the mysterious victor will be entitled to.
Problem is, now they get heat off each other. It's stupid. They didn't think this through at all. It's fun though. It's really quite fun. But they antagonize each other, and then they take that as leave to like attack you and come back to the world and give you heat. It's a little bit bullshit. Oh, she's going home. Good for her. What do I want to do next? Well, I want to steal some stuff from here, because what we got here? 4, 4. Yeah, why not? Let's do this one. 4 guard, 3 scientist, 2 spin doctor, 5 guard, 4 valet, 4 mercenary. 4, 3, 2. Make it shorter. No, I'll make sure to make it less heat. In fact, yeah, bugger it. 4 each. Yeah, that seems fair. There are now going to be body bags just lying around the island because they're going to start shooting each other on sight. Their heat fortunately goes away from having fights, but you know, it's still a little bit stupid. Ah, crap, what am I doing? So you saw him running around screaming. Also, that would be an area for people to get in, and I bet you anything people did get in. We got lucky so far in that nothing came of it. I wonder if that's how those anvil guys got in. Oh well. We'll never know. Oh, they're going to shoot each other. We still haven't got our biochemist and our... we'll do the biochemist now. Because... Might as well just have him. Just so we can say we have him. Oh right, it's the I wonder what the pink dot was on the map. It was the freak. Freaks come up as pink dots. Yeah, that was interesting. So the guy, when I put the freak in there, someone managed to get trapped in there with him. And I thought, I can't be able to open it because the freak will get out. And in the end, what I did was I opened it and double clicked on the freak. He did this whole like, oh, you're looking at me animation. And the other guy got out. But I just tagged the guy to be killed because I thought, freak will kill him, he'll disappear, he's a minion, we'll get on with it. But, no. The freak does not kill people. He attacks all agents and stuff on site. He attacks all foreigners, that is to say, all outsiders on site. But, yep, there goes that agent. But does not actually ever, even if you tell him to, attack minions. He isn't actually responding to any tags or orders that you could give him. He has a very simple morality, bless him. Oh yeah, we got up to that 480. I guess did we track Dirk Masters? I can't see him. Nope. Guess he comes up later. Unless he's on the island. Ah, whatever. Oh, I'll leave him. I'm sick of seeing that little tag there. Oh, we're gonna have a rumble in the jungle. Oh no, they're going the other way. I don't know what they're doing anymore. No one knows what they're doing anymore. Yep, there you go. Dirt Masters is at 290. There he is.
They are not believed to be aligned with the Western Catholic big dog, but at this stage, nothing is certain.
Are we gonna have a shootout between 4 agents? No, they just keep chasing someone and then chasing another person going the opposite way. It's really funny. Oof. Maybe we'll fail that. I should have sent more people. I mean, it's not the highest risk in the world, and there was enough of them, and it was going to shorten the mission anyway. I don't regret the choice I made, but maybe it doesn't pay off. Oh, excuse me. So I'm pretty certain. So what we do with this mission here, if you're wondering, is we steal it, but we steal it like for ages. Excuse me. Like what is it? You have to get 5 crates Uh, yeah, so it's like the mission repeats ad nauseum until you've collected like 5 crates per section, and I think there's like 7 or 5 sections maybe, or 4, 5 or 4, or maybe 6. I don't know. There's an amount. Let's put them here. And what this amounts to, haha, is you're just doing this mission constantly, and the heat will we'll get full heat. That's what's going to happen. There's one in every single part of the world, and the mission implies you have to steal from each of them, but you really don't. Oh, they can't do anything. They can hide. Are they stealing? Ah, bugger. I mean, there's nothing left to find in this part of the world. I think that maybe there's another mission, maybe. But okay, we succeeded. That's good.
World Service announcement. In the wake of yet another civilian kidnapping, the Global Defense Alliances have issued a joint statement warning all skilled workers to be on their guard, as they may be at risk. None of the kidnapped victims have been heard of again, and no ransom demands have been made. It is believed that they may have been exploited in some evil training scheme.
Do, 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 do.
Objects will be moved shortly. Weaken tag issued. Intruder detected on security network.
Oh yeah, he's having his brain washed. That's what cleans him up. It's brilliant. Oh, that's Dirk. I wonder what the hell that was. Dirk Masters. I love that all these guys stealing amounts to like $1,000. Because Cuba's so poor. Oof, and now it doesn't amount to anything. God, maybe we'll always lose it. That was a huge hit. Oh well. Don't have any workers, we'll just try again. Jesus. Yeah, I think we might fail this. Nah, capture them. If I know saboteurs, they're never going to go away now.
Capture tag issued. Intruder tags were captured.
Good, it's just one worker left. Well, 8 seconds left. Could maybe make it. Gonna say no. Gonna say no.
Greetings,
Yeah.
comrades. The only official radio station in Cuba is proud to bring you splendid news from El Presidente. Viva El Presidente! In a glorious coup, El Presidente and his hammer troops have crushed a pathetic plot by an evil organization. Speaking after his victory, El Presidente dedicated the triumph to you, the people of Cuba.
The hell's that? Oh, it's the back bit of animation of that thing. That's a bit ugly. Oh well. Yeah, so that was a bit harder than I expected, but whatever, we'll pick up later. That one's going to take even more effort. Britain's still a bit hot. China, we'll steal from China next. 544. 554. I want to get my valets up because for some reason we have this one stupid mission that requires 10 valets of all things. But beyond that, I've never really had any cause to have that many valets. Oh yeah, we had the biochemist, didn't we? Oh, he's nowhere near being back in the base yet. Where is he? He will be... There he is. See, look, sometimes they don't attack each other. I don't get it. Is there a button I have to push to restart it? I don't know. I'll look it up. I know that there's a cheat you could do that kind of artificially activates it. And I would even consider just like randomly spamming that because it ought to be activated for all time now. Wow, we are spending a lot of money. Oh yeah, the traps. Right, we need to build more power plants. Actually, no, I'll kill him. But yeah, more power plants. The hell was that? They got themselves caught on each other. That was stupid. We don't need this. We've already got more than enough bloody training rooms. Oh yeah, so this bloody thing. We finally got it. Very cool. Nice to finally have it. What the hell did they... Someone dropped some money, no doubt. Thing is, I could mark them to be like captured, but these guys would drop their briefcases and then we're off to the races. It can't be anything more than money. What I might do then, if Jube's back, I might. If they don't disappear beforehand, I'll teleport in and kill them. What's lower? His. No, they're equal. No, they're gone. It's got to have just been money. Can't have been anything else. They would have had to get so far in the base. Yeah. Well, that's annoying. We may actually max out our heat on this one. Oh, okay, I know what I'm going to do. One minute. We have a rare opportunity here. Someone's immediately going to fuck it up, I know that for a fact, but... There we go. Clearly no one's near enough. Except our own poor sap. Oh no, he seems to have run out. This guy's going to get fucked though. That's annoying, they weren't close enough, we just managed to capture our own guys. Okay, now we got them. See, now they kind of leap from person to person.
The region is in turmoil tonight following the nefarious activities of a group of minions doing the bidding of an as-yet unknown evil genius. Anvil has been lambasted by its most vocal critics who accuse the agency of defending Peking and mainland China at the expense of peripheral regions.
I'm going to assemble all the vases just because I haven't had an opportunity to do that yet. Vases. 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 I don't know what I was doing there, I do apologise. Where was the other one? Where did we put the third one? Oh, he's miles away. Where did we put the third one? It's not missing, is it? Oh, there it is. Literally just put in the corner. Well, no more. Now we have a gallery. Gallery of art. You know what? Let's put this guy over there too. Since they all came from China. It's our Chinese gallery. In fact, yeah, this will just be the loot room. I can't get rid of it. It has to remain a training room. I have no reason to build anything training-wise in it. These guys are still out there. Oh yeah, I forgot about them. Maybe extract them. We didn't get full heat. That's good. Oh yeah, now we have an option to get a new henchman. So we have Montezuma, the voodoo guy. Let me just make sure before I start rambling. We're all safe and good down here. Yep. And this whole thing's completed. Fantastic. Do 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 do. Now let's rig it up and see how it works. Actually, no, wait, that needs changing. Yeah. Okay, now that's the entry point. So now we can do this. See how they work. Got him. There you go. So sometimes it seems to not work very well. But we'll just leave that running now. Let's just see what comes of it. How's this guy doing? There we go. Finally about to be. He's given up and going home. Okay, yeah, so we have the option of Red Ivan, who is a nightmare I'm not even going to get into. Oh, the Great Mesmero. Could be quite fun. He's like a little dude who can like hypnotize people, but like, I've never really had much of a reason. Moko's just like a big strong guy who punches things, but henchmen don't seem to be very good at punching things in this level of difficulty. I got there eventually. The matron, I mean, yeah, the matron's cool and all. I'm not the biggest fan of her. No reason, she is objectively good. I just don't like her. She has an ability where she can recharge the special abilities of other minions, henchmen, which is pretty great.
Intruder tagged for psychological weakening. Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
I don't know who to go for. Red Ivan's a mess. Matron, it's really a toss up between these two. You know what, I'm gonna go with him just because his name's Montezuma, and that's like It's just an Aztec name, and that's literally all I need to care about these days. So yeah, let's... It's just cheaper to do it this way.
New home build order confirmed. Road construction on pause.
It's that one. He's still trapped in there. Ooh. Oh, we finally have enough valets. Yeah, I'm gonna jump for this. I'm gonna send all of them, why not? Actually, no, I'm not gonna send all of them because those two just make it longer and the heat would go up for no gain. Excuse me. It might even start earning me money. Because I know like those little bonuses which is nefarious and things. Yeah, it earns me money. Brilliant. We now have a money maker. Even just off that tourist who will eventually die, I'm sure. So yeah, these things can make the game a little bit over easy, but to be honest, we're coming to the end of it. We've already lived through most of the hardship, and the hardships that are coming up I don't think it will solve. It's just more of a fun experiment than anything else. Oh yeah, we need more than one. Let's have 8. Let's have 10. Excuse me. I love this guy. It's just like he's all big and... Hang on a sec. A dramatic... I never read this thing before. A dramatic representation of the warrior spirit. Tonyat. Huh. That's bizarre. I mean, I was going to say, I was going to just make a comment. The fact that you steal it from an area that's like here, and it says it's from Guyana, but it's an Aztec amulet. I mean, the loot never makes any sense. You steal these Ming vases from China, and one of them's a Babylonian, one of them's a Grecan, and one of them's an Etruscan, a Grecian, rather. And you look at them, yeah, they're very clearly got like kind of that whole European thing going on. So it's a bit, and you get the samurai armor from China. It's a bit nonsense anyway. But I was going to just make a wry comment about the fact that obviously that's not Mexico, but then I look at the damn thing, and they've actually gone through enough research to mention the fact that, like, you know, mention an actual Aztec god, like just like a little factoid there. I've never seen, none of them bother with that. None of them go like, what's this say? Yeah, suit of samurai armor. It doesn't go like, oh, samurai were 16th century whatevers. It doesn't go, oh, a statue in the Romanesque style. It just, that's the only time. That's weird. Ah, shit. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen, but whatever. Who are we missing? Oh, right. I was looking at the wrong mission. Get that mission, boy. What in the Christ are they all doing? Oh, someone triggered the camera, I bet. Yeah, someone triggered the camera. No one else has as of yet broken into this. He's not losing health, by the way. He initially had a fight with someone. That's why he's losing that little insignificant bit there. He's basically immortal. I'm going to start earning lots of money if we get more people caught in that.
Welcome to the nightly news bulletin, sponsored by the Lagers Diamond Corporation.
Sea lagers, we turn rocks into gold, metaphorically speaking.
From Nairobi to Cape Town, it seems that nowhere in southern Africa is safe from the self-styled evil genius, who has launched yet another chilling assault.
Where's this diamond going to end up? Let's put it somewhere fun. Gosh, run out of space. Get a little museum going.
Object purchase order confirmed. Intruder alert. Security door bypass.
Hey, come on. Yeah, do some exploring. Oh, I'm excited.
Warning. High security door breached.
Yes. And now they'll never leave. And he just politely follows his friend in. Jesus. Okay, right. So we wanted to tell me, Jesus.
Mission underway.
Hola, Cuba. This is an official broadcast with news of a fresh enemy of Cuba and El Presidente. Viva El Presidente! Papa Jambalaya, the Haitian voodoo priest, has been a guest of honor at the presidential palace, where he has been helping El Presidente catch hexes on his enemies. Jambalaya has just insulted us all by turning his back on Cuba and deciding to defect to the evil organization.
In the recording, they call him Jambalaya, which is interesting, and he's called Montezuma there. It's just maybe I misheard. I really couldn't understand that one very well, but it's interesting. Okay. Well, I've done pretty much anything I want. I don't want to start stealing more things because I'm just going to end up triggering John Steele too early. So, although this will do it in. This will do it in anyway, but you know, there's no sense in doing it in and then. So I'm going to steal from. Yeah. Let's get started. There's no sense sending henchmen on this one. Actually, yes, there is. What am I talking about? It's a zero risk mission. They're not going to lose too many too early, too quickly. Just made 500 there. It's not too bad at all. Imagine being trapped in that, just being blown around a concrete circle forever, pumped full of gas. Horrifying. Where is my bloody diamond? There we are. I want to see this thing, because like, this is another one I've never really gotten around to stealing. Nice. I don't know anything about diamonds, but I don't think they're meant to be actually blue. You got 19 loot. It's not too bad. How many are left in the world? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there 26 loot in total? There's also story-based loot, which I think there's 3 of them left.
New objects are available for purchase.
Ah! Oh yeah, the flamethrower. Might as well. I've never seen the mercenaries will equip themselves with it if given the opportunity, instead of a usual machine gun, but I've never seen them actually have a course to use it. I've never seen it used. I've no idea how disastrous it would be. So we'll get started on this stealing thing. They get put in the freezer. I don't know why I keep yawning. I am sorry. They put them in the freezer. I would hope they put them in this freezer, but they tend to just do whatever the crap they want. So this will fill up pretty quickly as well. Sorry, I just went quiet for a moment there. I honestly just blanked. I was just sort of thinking about things. Very bizarre. Anyway, power plant's getting built. We'll soon be back up to that. That'll probably be it in terms of building new things. So I shouldn't think we'll have much more. We'll build stuff outside. That's going to come at some point, but nothing too drastic.
Security door bypassed.
I show one though. I want to know if these burning will damage these. Saw blades trap. Just had those 3 snipers out there now for years. Oh yeah, what the hell am I doing with this guy? Oh, we'll get the Venus flytrap with him if we're lucky. I guess we're stealing there. There's nothing really else to research. We're entering the end game where we're running out of things to steal. Oh yeah, that's another loot we can steal. Hell, let's do that now. Excuse me. I have no idea why I'm yawning so much all of a sudden. I wasn't yawning earlier. I've clearly run out of the limited energy I had when I woke up this morning. Where the hell are these guys? They'll be getting on the boat. The boat one always takes freaking ages. There we go. So we're going to get started on this and then I might stop for now. So yeah, let's see that. Let's see that spike. Oh, and they turn up immediately. I mean, that's just typical, isn't it?
Greetings, unenlightened ones. This is Brother Lobsang with news of a fresh outbreak in East China. The Liu Ting Shaolin Temple has been long revered for its ability to produce great warrior monks, and many say that the temple is a mystical site. I am shocked to learn that the anonymous organization has forcibly taken control of the temple and is now extracting an ore from the site in the hope that its mystical properties can be harnessed in some way.
So next mission, we're going to have the Chinese sending their best troops against us. It's a good thing Jet Chan doesn't exist anymore. We're slowly going to start losing people just every single time we take this mission, but you know what? Why not? Could do with the extra hands. Oh, bye Montezuma. Are they going home? Yeah. They'll be back. Well, actually, no. Their bosses will be back very shortly. They're the better ones. I love how biochemistry consists of just drinking the stuff. If we're lucky, the soldiers will like end up in here. Yes, let's build something. How do we build something? There we go. Yeah, so 5 stages. They've all been like utterly bamboozled, but this guy, he's not actually had his I mean, where's his friend? His friend's gone. He's managed to survive so far. He's not lost any. That's fascinating. Let's see if we actually can catch him. No, he's not been caught yet. I think a mistake was laying this out so that this guy was here. He should have been on the opposite side, and then just because that means there's kind of a dead zone here. Exceptional. He's wearing khaki. When I was a kid, I used to put people on plotting rather than stealing sometimes because I thought plotting would piss off the world less. Because in my child mind, stealing things was like robbing banks and shooting people and all sorts of stuff that would upset the world. Plotting was just sort of reading the newspaper and scanning about. And clearly you couldn't get in trouble for that. Oh, he's taking a hit. He's nearly gone, our friend. What's his name? Gennady Baranov.
And welcome to the London Nightly News broadcast. Today's main story continues to be the daring raid perpetrated by a highly organized gang of unknown assailants. Sabre are refusing to release details at this stage, but eyewitnesses report...
Oh yeah, they've dispatched John Steele.
Followed by maniacal laughter.
There we go. Now things start getting a little stupid. This thing's meant to lead to research potential, but it doesn't actually. Oh, that one lets me build a casino in the hotel. Is that Gennady there? Oh, I clicked on the wrong guy, but yeah. Oh, it's not actually upgrading my... Okay, so I was wrong. So maybe I should have held back. Well, to be honest, we were so close to it anyway that clearly it was going to trigger it. Whatever I did next. We'd already gone a little bit too far. Panicked by external door. Yes. Those frightening visages of... door opening is frightening. Compounded by violence, yeah, okay, fair enough. What violence? Excuse me. The Chinese not sent anything. God, how long before these guys die off? These three have been surviving out in Tibet for ages now. Nope, spoke too soon. Now, John Steele can't be defeated. Dirk Masters can. So can Katrina, but Katriana doesn't really matter. She's never been a threat. I've never seen her do anything. She annoys me sometimes by blowing up doors, but like, you know, some nobody schmuck does that. Like, he could annoy me that way. Oh, we may be close to a conclusion of our initial bout, and then I'll call it there. But I thought that was someone else there. There's just that one guy left. He's a trooper. And he's also managing to steal $700 and he's sending it home. How nice. God. I wish you could find out what their names were in, you know, during a given... Ooh. I didn't know you could research anything of this. I mean, there's nothing more to be said at this point. I'm impressed by him, and I will continue to be impressed by him forever, so there's no point saying it again. We've nearly got... Oh, this may be the end of him. We've nearly got enough. Which one? Jesus. We're nearly there. What was that? 5, 10, 15. Surely. One more, two more, and then we're done. Playing like this for a while might be a bit trippy. Whoa, yeah, this is weird. God, imagine playing like this. That's got to be enough. Nope, this will be the last one then, because that's at least 5. I've been saying that's got to be enough for at least 5 now. Still no sign of Chinese soldiers. They're constantly sending out these guys and they're going home the second they're... What am I looking at here? I can't see. Oh, just generic American. Jesus. Okay, yeah, that's enough. I think we're done. Good job, whoever you are. Very good job. Is he going home? Just checking the door, could come back. Got a monkey in a cage. He's supposed to be able to lead you to develop a trap that allows you to capture those monkeys running around the island and turn them into sort of like the beehive trap. They attack people who pass by, but at some point in development they cut something that sort of broke that chain. Like there's a missing element there that you can't. You can unlock it with cheats. You get like those cheats that let you get all items. You will unlock that and more items that just don't physically exist as items in the game, but were obviously intended to be at one point. He's gotten stuck in the wall. Okay, let's build that that rocket, I guess. Where are all those parts going? Okay, here they are. So where are you going with it? Through here? No. Through another hole? This one. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Guess it just, yeah, he just magically just turns into parts of the rocket you can't quite see there. It's 1, 2. Should be another one there. 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Well, we're on our way. I'll tell you what. He'll be coming home now, won't he? Where's that? Hey. Where's our dude? Where's our one marksman? Is that him? No. That's just someone. Just a bunch of dudes. Maybe we'll never find him. Maybe that was him. I don't know. Well done to all snipers. Foster Nova's on the island. They actually told me that time. That's very kind of her. Imagine if we caught Foster Nova in the Uber trap. That'd be a lark. Where is she? Where is she? I suppose starting next episode that'd be a perfect time to go steal the... I've forgotten the word for it now. Painting, the painting. Yeah, so one of the other things we've now invented is the secure... these things go through walls because, like, you know, it's a radio. That's how they work. So, what have I got right now? So if I replaced, for example, that guy with a... now people in all those rooms are hearing him. It's pretty cool. I mean, it comes a little too late in the day to be worth doing much about, but I'll build one anyway because they're fun. They're dutifully dropping them off here, but then they have to go take them all the way over here. There you go. That's part 3. God, it's taking a little while, isn't it? But I wanna wrap this up. I want this to finish. I want to have the items in question. The Chinese just never sent any response, did they? Yeah, go on, get in there. Nice. Gosh, I should steal more things from the Chinese. Apparently they don't give a crap. That is bizarre. They're still furious at me. Come on, you can do it. Haha, now you're trapped. I let you in. Peter G. Roberts and Ronald C. Clark. Wait, is that a real person? This is a bit of a boring... Yeah, do you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just come back to this when we're done.